are unfit to rule Arasaba.
I hate you all!
I am the Red Queen, a cruel monarch cursed with a grotesquely oversized head. Everyone calls me heartless and cold, but they ignore the one person who ruined my entire life. Every time I think back to that terrible day, my hatred grows stronger. I remember that night, when the tarts smelled especially sweet. I couldn't resist having 2 extra pieces, but my sister got upset about it. When Mother saw us fighting over something so small, she scolded us both and kicked us out of the kitchen. That should have been the end of it. After all, kids fight all the time, but I never expected what my sister would do next. She snuck back into the kitchen when Mother wasn't looking and stole the very last tart. Maybe she felt guilty about it, because she panicked and ran straight to my bedroom. I watched as she kicked the crumbs under my bed, trying to hide the evidence. What bad luck. I walked in just as she was doing it. I was confused and wanted to see what was going on, but that's when Mother showed up. When nobody confessed, Mother spotted the tart crumbs under my bed. That's when I finally understood my sister's strange behavior. But when I pointed the finger at her, she thought about it for a moment, and then flat out denied everything. Since the tart was under my bed, Mother chose to believe my sister instead of me. In that moment, I felt completely crushed, like a dam had burst inside my heart. I couldn't prove I was innocent, so I ran out of the palace crying. I was so upset that I wasn't watching where I was going on the slippery ground, and that's when the accident happened. I felt like my head was splitting apart, and the whole world was falling down around me, but my nightmare was just beginning. The severe head injury stopped my body from growing normally, but my head just kept getting bigger and bigger. In just a few years, I went from being a pretty girl to a big-headed freak. The shock of this transformation filled me with despair and pain, and slowly twisted my heart. Everyone started avoiding me, and I couldn't stand being so alone. So I started taking in other people with physical problems, thinking we could comfort each other since we were all suffering. But it turned out they were just a bunch of greedy liars who wanted my wealth and power. Why did my genuine kindness always get repaid with lies? Meanwhile, the person who had ruined my life was loved and adored by everyone. I couldn't accept this reality, and my hatred for the White Queen grew even stronger. Soon my parents noticed that my sister and I didn't get along, so they decided to pass the throne to me, hoping this would help fix our relationship. At first this did make me feel a little better, but then something completely unexpected happened at my coronation ceremony. Because of my deformed head, the Mad Hatter struggled for ages, but just couldn't get the crown to fit. When I urged him to hurry up, he used too much force, and the crown shattered into pieces, with jewels scattering all over the floor. First everyone looked shocked, then they all their laughter cut through my already fragile heart like knives.